To check my email, all I gotta do is click. Oh, that old typing made my boxing gloves sick. Dear Strongbad, does Strongbadia ever host a Hideous Growth on My Butt festival? Wait, Independent Film Festival? Sorry about that. I get those two mixed up. Evil moms choose evil Jif. Finas Ericzona. Well, Jif, the short answer is no. The long answer is no. Independent films are called that for a reason. They are independent of anything good. And these days, they seem to be locked in a civil war that will hopefully end in the extermination of both sides. I am of course talking about independent films versus indie films. What's the diff, you may ask? Because apparently you're in a big hurry? Well, it's as plain as Strong Sad and Pom Pom. Strong Sad is on the independent film side. He's the lifer artist type who went to film school.
I minored in holding on wide shots for too long.
And he's making some boring, very personal, no-budget film.
Actually, I've succeeded in going lower than no budget. I'm making the world's first faux-budget film. The entire thing's being financed with Monopoly money.
And best of luck to you. Pom Pom, on the other hand, represents indie films, the slicker, catchier name they came up with that seems to perform better in the 18 to 24 demo. He's a tech-savvy hipster whose dad owns his own studio and relies on using middle names and/or initials to somehow solidify his indie cred. He'll spend his $30 million budget trying as hard as he can to make it look like he only spent a few $100,000. The first step is to spend millions on a hand-drawn title sequence that looks like it was made by some junior high kid during pre-algebra. Oh, and don't forget the indie soundtrack by unknown bands whose songs are already in every car commercial ever.
Gets really great, gas mileage.
The title of the movie is either two of the cleverly named main characters or the city and state in which it takes place. Oh, in fact, just call it City, State. Meanwhile, Strong Sad names his movie by picking a few boring words from the middle of a boring sentence and makes his own soundtrack by weeping softly into the wrong end of a saxophone. His film will star a washed-up TV actor that hasn't worked in 10 years in a desperate attempt to reinvent himself.
Hey, what are you looking at me for?
Pom Pom's movie has A-list movie stars, but they're all working for scale, which I can only assume is a solid gold scale with both sides perfectly balanced with gold bricks. As for what it's about, an indie film's plot is pretty much the same as any summer blockbuster, but just switch out any mention of the word space with small factory town, replace aliens with quirky dysfunctional family, and replace voyage with journey.
In the dead of a small factory town, dealing with your quirky, dysfunctional family is the easiest part of the journey.
Once finished, Strong Sad's independent film will enjoy a small art house opening.
You forgot the apostrophe S. This film is opening at this guy called Art's house. He's got like 3 couches. Out to sight.
And best of luck to you. Pom Pom's Little Movie That Could opens on 2,000 screens the first weekend, expanding to 10,000 the next. And wouldn't you know it, his movie was so cheap to make that he still has money left over to take out full-page ads in all the trade papers during award season. That movie is all heart. There you have it, Evil Jeff. The difference between a hideous growth on my butt and a profitable hideous growth on my butt. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go raid Pom Pom's craft service table. Can't get enough of those artisanal cheeses and that extra healthy water.